Hi everybody, this is Linda Hicks, Scrap Stars Paper Crafting, and today I'm going to show you a really cute card. It's called a double fold card, and so you start with your basic 11 and 8.5, and we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. So you have your basic, and then this is another card base that I can use. And then I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, which is what you normally would do. And then I'm going to take it down to 2 inches, and I'm going to cut off this little flap. So that gives us kind of like a little bit of a fancy fold here, like that. So the next thing I'm going to do to make the double fold, and the reason I'm doing this is because we have this beautiful designer paper and it has 2 sides. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut this at 7 1/2. Well, let's see, maybe I should cut that at 4 3/4 because I don't want to use all of this pretty material. So 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Isn't this beautiful? Beautiful, beautiful paper. Okay, I love, love, love this paper. And then I'm going to take this side to cut, and we're going to go to 7 1/2. 7 1/2. So that's going to leave me with this really pretty piece of paper, and it's double-sided. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to score it at 3 3/4. Oops, get my little cutting blade out of there. This way I can show this really pretty paper on both sides. So when the person opens it up, they're going to see these really beautiful flowers, or it's going to be like this, and then the inside. I haven't decided if I want to do it like this. I like this part here because it shows the purple, which I think is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to use this piece for something else. So I'm going to set this to the side. Okay, so then I'm going to need some white paper and some brown paper for my centers. So I'm going to cut this piece at 4 by 3. So I'll cut this at 4 by 3 and another 4 by 3. And then I'm going to cut a brown piece at 4 by 3. Let's see if this is a 4 by 3. Oh, good. So I cut a brown piece already prior as a 4 by 3. So we're going to use that. And then I need one white piece for the front of my card. That's going to be bordered by this. So let's make that a little smaller by 1/4 inch. And we'll cut that at 2 3/4. So just 1/4 difference, 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. So instead of 3 by 4, we're just taking 1/4 off so that it will fit nicely inside a 3 by 4 piece of brown cardstock. Look at that, how pretty is that? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use a embossing folder, and the embossing folder I'm using is called Brick. Let's see, the Brick paper, the Brick embossing folder. I guess I didn't bring it over here, but it has, so I'm going to run this through, and how I'm going to run it through my embossing folder, let me grab it really quick. It's called Exposed Brick Embossing Folder. and it has like, it's textured and it's a 3D. So you will need a embossing machine that will be able to handle a 3D folder. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just this part here and line it up to, I want the bricks to go up and down. So I'm going to line it up here, and then I'm going to fold this down, and then I'm going to turn it like this and roll it through my embossing machine. All right, so I've already done that. So I already have one already pre-done. So now I'm just going to fold it, and look at what a pretty embossed look this is. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, this embossing folder is from Stampin' Up, and of course I am a Stampin' Up rep, or demonstrator. So if you like what you see, please go to my website and order from me, and that would be very nice. All right, so then the next thing, so I got all my pieces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this center fold, and it's kind of like a book, a double, I call it a double open fold, but it's kind of like a book, and so that it shows both sides of the designer paper. So I'm going to take this piece here, and let's get some adhesive. Thought I had some adhesive right here. Isn't that how it always is? Either your scissors or your adhesive, like just like disappear. I think I have like 4 pairs of scissors, and I'm always trying to find another pair. Okay, so I'm going to kind of center this piece in here, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and I am using the really pretty, this textured floral stamp set today, and it's got all these really pretty little sayings. So we're going to go ahead and use that. I'm going to use this to write my little message on, and then I'm going to put this here and this. So I've kind of made like a little mini card, but I'm putting a little mini card inside the card. So now I'm going to take the back of this, and I'm going to adhere it into this part of the card. Boy, I hate just covering this gorgeous paper up. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and line this up like this, put this in here, and fold it over. So now I have like a double fold, and then I'm going to take this smaller piece. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that on here. And then, because I want this to open up nicely, I'm going to just put my adhesive on this side of the paper. Okay, and then I'm going to line it up with this inside piece, so it kind of covers it up, so that when you open it, it's like another little surprise. Okay, so now I'm going to just go ahead and take a sentiment from this really pretty stamp set, and I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. And I'm going to stamp it, I think, like right down here in the corner, and I'm going to use the Gorgeous Great stamp pad from Stampin' Up. This is just a little mini pad. This came with one of the card kits that I got from the paper pumpkins that I ordered. Okay, so now I'm going to stamp this in the lower corner. Very pretty. And then I'm going to take one of these, and this comes from the Texture Floral. I bought this as a set. It has a whole bunch of die cuts that are just gorgeous. They have all these little, and that's why I bought it mostly, because I like the sayings, but I also liked all these gorgeous little die cuts for greenery and vines. And I just thought this kind of looked like lavender, which is kind of like what this paper is. And so I love this set. And here's another die cut from the same set. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little glue on here. Would be probably better if I used my green glue on this, but here we go. I'm going to take this vine that I cut from the textured floral die cuts, and I'm going to just kind of line this up like right about like there. And then I'm going to take this really pretty die cut that I also cut from the textured floral set. And I'm going to line it up kind of like here. Isn't that beautiful? Wouldn't you love just to get a birthday card like that? And then I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to write, every thought of you makes me smile, which is another, is that going to fit on there? Just barely, I think. Okay, so I'm going to take that with another stamp pad. I have to get one of my stamp pads here. There we go, a block. I'm going to put this on here kind of crooked so that I can get it to fit. And let's see if that will fit. I think it's going to just barely fit on there. Okay. We'll see. We'll see if it fits. And I like the clear stamps because I can see every thought of you makes me smile. And we're going to go ahead and line that up and stamp that. Beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to take another one of these, and I'm just going to lay it down here on this side like that. I think I want one that goes the opposite way. So let's see. Yeah, I want one that goes like that. So I'm going to add a little adhesive. Again, I probably should be using my liquid glue with this if I wanted it permanent, my green liquid glue. But I'm just going to kind of set this right here. And then on the inside of the card, I have this little piece here, and I'm going to just stamp a little greenery, or yeah, I got a little piece of greenery, and I'm going to use the limeade, I think, for that. Or should I use a different color? Probably one that would match, but I have the limeade right here, so I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right here. Beautiful. Okay, I missed that center. So that's the one nice thing about these clear stamps, is that you can line it back up, press in the center. Oh, still didn't get it. Okay, line it back up. Maybe I didn't get any ink on there. Okay, that looks good. It's supposed to be kind of a texture thing. So then I'm going to write a little message in here. So this is the card. This is the fancy fold card for today. It is called a double side open. Let's see, a side open double fold card, which I think is really kind of cool, because if you had a long little message you wanted to write to somebody, you could do even, you know, instead of like you could use like this as part of a letter thing and then add more here. You could even add like another section over here to add a little more. It's just a cute little card. So that is our fancy fun fold for today. This is Friday, and I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for joining me.